Well, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good evening, good day. Welcome to Lab It Up. This is the third episode, and we're gonna do work on Cloak and Dagger from Marvel's Rivals. I keep saying I'm gonna do a Terry Bogard episode, but it looked like I don't know. I'll do mine before Terry Bogard from Street Fighter 6. But anywho, I digress. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's see what we can do with Cloak and Dagger. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals on the PlayStation 5. This Lab It Up is on the PC. Either today, tomorrow, and the day before Christmas. I'm pretty much gonna get to the PC. Like, I'm level 26 on the PlayStation 5, and on the PC I'm level 6. So I'll play, and I'll start streaming on the PC too. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it. Let's get to labbing up. Okay, so Cloak and Dagger. When I first started, you know, when I did the videos as far as like explaining strategists and whatnot, I said Tyrone and Ty and Tandy were S tier. But as we played, this is like the second going into the third week, I would say Cloak and Dagger are very good strategists, but I would say that there are high A and borderline to S, you know what I'm saying? So some people say they're S tier, some people say they're A tier, some people say they're even B and C tier, but I think they're like on the borderline of S, but they're A. I mean, that's how I feel. They are not the best strategist in the game. I will say that. The best strategist in the game right now is Mantis. Mantis is ridiculous. If you want to play the best strategist in the game is Mantis. But I will say Cloak and Dagger is top 3 when it comes to strategists. But going to their official website, you know, Tyrone Johnson and Tandy Bowen, they are Cloak and Dagger. When my friend saw the, you know, when I was waking up, my friend saw the reveal trailer, and he was like, "This is a Shell character. This is a Synkyller character." And I was like, "No, it's not. I really didn't like Cloak and Dagger in the comics. I thought they were stupid. You know what I'm saying? I'm keep being real with you. I see no appeal with them. You know, I like Power Pack. If you know who Power Pack is." That was around the time when Power Pack and Micronauts, when Rocket Raccoon first appeared, before even the Guardians of the Galaxy. He was part of the crew from the Micronauts, and then the Power Pack showed up. That's when Cloak and Dagger showed up in the comic books, and I was like, they look stupid. I don't see what the appeal of their power is. But I mean, through the years, they have earned my respect as far as their power and as far as their personalities. But that's my personal side note about them. Off the official website, they break it down in both sides. You have Tyrone's abilities as Cloak, and then you have Tandy as Dagger, her abilities. First and foremost, we're going to go over Light Force Dagger and Dark Force Cloak, the normal attack. So I am on the PC. I need to play on the PC. Get ready. More.
Here come the bad guys.
So, but right now, this is on the PC. Also, this is her melee attack. This is her melee attack, which is a flash kick.
Lights out.
Tyrone's is just a bunch of slashes. Okay.
My time to shine.
And we gonna go out here. Her as you can see, her primary is Light Force Dagger. It can heal, as you can see, but it can also do damage. But it doesn't do that much damage. You'll be shooting like 20 to 40 times. You know, it's no. You'll be
just too bright for you.
Yeah, you'll be shooting 4 times, killing somebody. So she is basically the healer aspect of the duo. You don't have to be pinpoint, because it like auto homes. Like I said in my last video, it auto homes, as you can see. And then you can also ricochet off the wall or floor, as you can see. As you can see, you're gonna heal people. So, if your aim is not that good, don't worry about it. You're gonna heal. He is the DPS of the duo, and his primary, Dark Cloak, I forgot the name of it.
Double
But
kill!
it's just like Mura or Scarlet. It's just like Mura from Overwatch or Scarlet Witch. It's pretty much AKA suck. You're just sucking the life force out of people.
They're coming up ahead.
Wow, 4 in a row!
Okay, moving on. We're gonna talk about their shift, the shift button or the L1 button. No, I'm sorry. The shift or the R1 button. When it's Cloak, it's Light Embrace. You switch to Dagger, and when you want to switch to Cloak, it's Dark Embrace.
Lights out.
Still the same button. Get comfortable to be able to switch on the fly, depending on what you want to do with this character. You understand what I'm saying? It's roughly half a second. It takes the duration for them to switch is half a second. So be mindful of that. Because, you know, the higher you go up in ranks, or the higher you go against people who are of higher ranks, they're looking forward for you to switch, and then you can't really attack while you're switching. You have like a half a second, and a half a second in fighting games as well as hero shooters are very crucial. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at you. Very crucial.
Lights out.
So be mindful of when and where to embrace the lightness or the darkness. Pun intended. Tandy has has a veil of light, and this is a wall of just pure light that heals her allies.
Hold still. I'm trying
And
to
it's
help.
good. It kind of reminds me of Symmetra's wall. It's Symmetra 2.0, her wall that defends against bullets, but this one is a wall of heal. It heals her allies, like I said.
A boom of life.
Which is good. Now,
Lights out.
Tyrone, his is a veil of darkness. It does damage. It does like at least 15 or 20%, 20 points of damage, but it also blinds the opponents.
Taste my pain.
It's a 12-second cooldown.
My time to shine.
With her veil,
A boom of life.
it's 12 seconds as well. Here's another thing. When you like, let's say in the back line right here, like I'm in the back line and I'm healing them up, switch to Tyrone so you can disorient the enemies while you're healing. So what you want to do is, when you switch to this, you switch back and let your allies fight them, you know, the blinded enemies while you're busy healing. But don't feel bad to switch back. So do a quick switch.
My time to shine.
Andy needs help.
Do a quick switch, and then yeah, there's that. Okay, now we're gonna talk about Cloak and Dagger's alternate fire.
Here come the bad guys.
For Tandy, it's a Dagger Storm. Basically, what it is she throws down a heal bubble on top of her allies. So what you would do is you'll throw it down, and there'll be like an area where then your allies can stand in and get healed. But thank God that your enemies can't stand in and get healed. It's just straight up for your allies and your allies only, which is good. It has a 14-second cooldown, and it's good. Now, when I told you that her Life Force Dagger, you don't really have to aim. With the Dagger Storm, you have to aim. I would tell you how many times, I would not count how many times that I've aimed for my allies and totally missed where they were or went further than what they were. Like case in point, like if I'm back here and my team is fighting and then I aim like over here and then next thing you know, the bubble's way over there, but my team is like right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to aim like at an aerial position. You want to aim more at the ground. Aim at their feet. Don't aim at their heads. Don't aim at their bodies. Aim at their feet. If you aim at their feet, I would say 92% of the time, you'll get your teammates all your teammates in the bubble. If you aim for the head, you're gonna miss them and you're gonna overthrow it. And yeah, the bubble's gonna be over here. They're fighting like right here. It's not good. It's not a good look. Always aim for the feet. So you want to aim for the feet, and that way, I mean, honestly. Can I put a bubble up here? I never did that. Yeah, you have a bubble up there. Look at that. This is labbing it up. We learning stuff every day. This is the point of having a training mode. You understand what I'm saying? This is one of the main reasons why I even came up with this series, because I'm learning just as well as you were learning. I didn't even think about doing that right there. That is crazy. So yeah, if they're above you, you can do that.
Here come the bad guys.
And like I said, it's a circle. It's a spear. Not a circle, it's a spear. So they can be fighting up here, falling down, and yeah, that's kind of cool. You learn something new every day, people. So while that is doing that, we could talk about Ty's alternate fire, which is dark teleportation. Okay.
Lights out.
He cloaks an area, and he can also hover, or I wouldn't say fly, I would say hover or levitate. And he can get to higher positions with his cloak, with his alternate fire. So if I go like this, it also turns his teammates invulnerable and invulnerable to damage. But it doesn't last that long. It's a 12-second cooldown, but it doesn't last long. You want to use that for get out of jail free cards for, like, let's say
They're coming up ahead.
Iron Man is doing his art. Let's say Scarlet Witch is about to do her art. You have to time it, and you can pretty much save your team.
Please,
If
we're hurt.
they don't shoot. That's the thing. If your team does not shoot back, they will be invulnerable and invincible. If they do shoot back, they neglect. They wipe out that ability by far. You want to get to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you want to treat this like peanut butter and jelly. You understand this? You want to get to have the ability to combine both their powers in one and into one fight. Not only one fight, into like 1 5-second fight. Let's say like my teammates are here.
My time to shine. Get ready.
And they're about to
Here come the
die.
bad guys.
Put down a Desert Storm. I mean, do this. Go back to this. Heal up your team. If they get about to do
Welcome
an
to the
art.
Dark Force dimension.
My
You
time
see
to
what I'm
shine.
saying? That's how you do it. You put down Dagger Storm, throw out Terror Cape to disorient the enemies, heal up your team, and if somebody does an art, go back into a Cloak and then do a teleportation or dark teleportation. You gotta balance, because you're pretty much basically, you know what I'm saying, you're playing two characters. You're not just playing one character, you're playing two characters.
Lights out.
My time to shine.
Welcome to the Dark Force dimension.
You're playing two characters.
Darkness swallows.
Okay?
Double kill.
Okay, now I'm gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about is the Q, or the ultimate, Eternal Bond. Basically, what Eternal Bond is both Tandy and Tide. They form like a cone, and they go three. You know, they do it 3 times. They fly, or you know, they move around the battlefield, and you do it 3 times. You do it 3 times. They go to one end of the battlefield, then they go to another end of the battlefield, then they go to another end of the battlefield. Okay. I've seen so many people mess this art up. A lot of people use this art as an offensive art, and I'm here to tell you that this is not an offensive art. You can use it's a defensive art. The primary focus of your art is not to get kills with this art. Your primary focus of this art is to help push or advance. If you're moving a payload, or you trying to advance onto the enemy, that is the purpose of your art. Okay. It's to help your teammates. It's to help your teammates and deter opponents from advancing onto your teammates. It's not for killing opponents. A lot of people have this misconception that this art is great for killing teammates. Not killing teammates, but killing opponents. I've used this art, I would say good, if I had to put a number to it, since day one, I've used this art at least 30 to 40 times. And out of those 30 to 40 times, I've only killed like maybe 3, at maximum 4 people. That's not the point of this art. The purpose of this art is to keep your team alive as you advance onto the objective or finish the mission. Okay? And I've seen people use this art all willy-nilly, go in a straight line.
They're coming up
like
ahead.
I've seen people do this, like go.
Us against the world.
Look at that. Look how open that area is.
You fight me. You fight the Dark
Double
Force.
kill.
Okay. As you see, I killed 2 Galactobots, but they were standing still. What opponent is going to be standing still in that rift of destruction? You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, they're getting out the way of your destruction, and they're taking out your allies who need healing. Okay. Here's the solution with this. You have to create a triangle. Form a triangle when you do the art, and I'll show you why. This is exactly what you want to do. You want to create a triangle, like case in point.
Us against the world.
Look at that. That is a whole area of your teammates healing while they're fighting. And the enemies, such as the melee enemies like
Get
Wolverine.
ready. Here come the bad guys.
What's the guy's name? Iron Fist. You know, all the melee characters, they don't want to get into that because they're getting DPS. They're getting damage per second. So they want to get in that mess right there. Meanwhile, that gives your team the benefit to kill them if they're in that area. Also, here's a little tidbit I want to bring up. This is why it's important to go to the Marvel Rivals official website, because they have things, they put things in the abilities that's not even in the game. Okay. If the team up abilities, they're passive from shadow to light or from light to shadow. They can only team up with Moon Knight, and it's a passive. What it does is it makes Moon Knight invisible. You know, it gives him the ability to go invisible. What they don't tell you in the game, but they tell you on the official website, if you see here, team up bonus, 15% healing boost. So if you're partnered up with Moon Knight, you give him the ability, you give Moon Knight the ability to go invisible. Moon Knight gives you the ability to add 15% more healing to your boost when you're healing people. This is not in the game. I'll show you right now. This is not in the game. Like if you go to team up abilities, it has nowhere in here that says, like I said, Cloak and Dagger can inject light and dark energy into Moon Knight to create a light and dark realm where Moon Knight can become invisible. Where does it say anywhere that Cloak and Dagger gets a 15% healing boost? That's messed up. So that's about it with this Labbin it up. That has been Cloak and Dagger. Please feel free to like and subscribe the video if you want to see more content just like this, and I'll be able to post it up and entertain you good people. Like I said, Cloak and Dagger is a very good strategist and very fun to play with. It all boils down to what you want to do with the character. If you want to be a good strategist and a good player, I suggest that you not only take a look at this video, but also just go to the lab and practice and dibble and dabble and try to figure out how to make your character or make your Cloak and Dagger the best Cloak and Dagger out here in this world. With that being said, this is Synkyller, and you guys have a blessed one as well as a good one.